Okay, so today I'm going to teach you guys how to use dynamic music in Doom Snapmap. Now, if you don't know what dynamic music is, basically it means that the music tracks blend together to make more of immersive and a bit more of a dynamic feel to your levels. Like if you play the single-player campaign, you notice how there's an ambient track that goes throughout the level, but when the action kicks in, the music gradually changes and morphs into a more energetic track or energetic sound. Then when the action's over, it just blends right back into the ambience, the idle track. That's what we're going to do today. Now there's a certain trick to making this work. I'll show you guys how that is. First, there's two ways to do this. I'm going to show you one way to do it. Get on started. Pick Hell 1. Okay. So this is Hell 1. We're going to set the same thing to the encounter finished. Same thing. But we're going to set that to idle. Okay? I'll go ahead and put a timer in the middle, so. Just forgot we gotta do that. There we go. Let's make this 15 seconds. Okay. And what'll happen is that when the encounter starts, we'll get the heavy soundtrack. And when the encounter ends, it'll blend into the idle soundtrack. This has to be the same track in order for this to work. If you pick a different track for a different sound on either one of those, you're just going to get a cut off and it goes right to the other track. And you're not going to get that blend, as I will demonstrate right now. And I've turned the volume up a little bit also so you guys can hear this a bit more better. Now listen carefully as the music plays. And there you go. That's how you make that work. So, if you heard, you saw it blend from one track to the other, and then it blended right back to the other when the action kicked up again. Just like the single-player campaign. That's how you get that to work. And I'll give you another example. Let's take this to the other room. Change the soundtrack. crooked little guy, put him in that room. Okay. And then when you hear this, you'll hear a different soundtrack play, just like the single-player campaign. Again, listen closely how it plays out. But there you go, that's how you get that working. So if you listen to it, it blended from one track to the other. You saw the changes go in there like it did in the single-player campaign. So if you want a more dynamic soundtrack in your level, that's how you get that to work. Okay. Now I'm going to show you how to do that with a conductor. Conductor is actually basically the same way, but it's a little trick to it. We'll do survival. Oops, I went past it. Let's go with the conductor. On spawn wave started. Spawn waves ended. Okay. And I'll make the wave duration about 20 seconds. Now the action won't exactly stop. What will happen is that when we get to the break period, you'll hear the music change. Okay, but there'll still be enemies in the room. You just got to finish up the ones that are still alive. Okay. So with that being said, let's show it off. I don't know if you can hear it all right there, because that's the way the waves work with the conductor, but you can hear basically the music changes gradually as the action kicks up and when it dies off and when the wave starts. So that's basically how you get that working. And that is how you get dynamic music in your level. Now, believe it or not, you know how many levels I've played that don't have this mechanic built into it? A lot. A lot of levels don't even have dynamic music in it because they change the tracks up in different ways. A lot of them don't even have ambient music. They just do one track and then that's it. And then next thing you know, there's nothing there. So hopefully this helps people make better levels that have more dynamic music in them so it feels more like the single player campaign. With that being said, thank you all for watching and you all take care.